Hi, Fashion Dolls. It is Wednesday, July 20th, and welcome to an all new episode of Style by Stevie. Our very special guest today is a heartthrob, and he is already making himself a household name. Joining me today, ladies and gentlemen, we have actor Daniel Charles Desverges. I'm so excited for this interview, ladies and gentlemen. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and share this live. I hope you all are doing awesome, as I am. Do, do, do. And I am also going to share it to my groups so that everyone can come in. Make sure you guys share the live as you come in. And shout outs to Melanie Nalama Bridges for the hair and makeup for this evening's interview, ladies and gentlemen. Our very special guest is here. So without further ado, let's welcome our very special guest, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Daniel Charles Desverges.
Coming through. Hold on. See, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm not the best at this part.
You're good. Just takes time, ladies and gentlemen. He's here
Got
with
it.
us. There we are. There you are. Welcome, welcome to the Dollhouse, Daniel.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. It is such a pleasure to have you here. So before we get into this interview, how's your 2022 been for you thus far? Because I know it's been hectic with everything going on, and I know you've been shooting, working with our very own Landen Benford, which we'll get into in this interview. So how's your
Absolutely.
2022 been for you thus far?
It has been. It has been busy, busy, but good busy. You know, they're keeping me very active, and it just keeps getting bigger, and the progressions have been amazing in 2022.
Yes, it's definitely a lot. You as an actor, balancing it all with travel and everything. So great to have you here.
It's great to be here. It's great to be here.
So let's get into this interview. Let's open the storybook and let's get to know who Daniel Charles is, ladies and gentlemen. So, how did you get your start into acting, and did you always knew you wanted to be an actor?
Actually, yes. Well, my start was I started in theater. My first acting coach was my mother. Uh, and that's why I go with the name Daniel Charles Desverges because that's paying respect to her maiden name. She started me in theater, and she used to be an actress herself, so that was my inspiration, one of my pivotal inspirations. I've had a lot of great mentors and a lot of great people behind me, but she's always that's the first one. She's still my toughest critic, though.
It's great to have that support system. Rich Rising says, "Hey, brother,
Hey, what's going on, Rich? How you doing? I can't wait. We're working together soon. I'm looking forward to it. Tampa, here I come.
all right, more projects in the making. You already, I said in the beginning when I was introducing you, I said you are already making headlines already in a good way with this project working alongside the great Leland Benford, who I've had on the show. We've had a great interview, and you guys can check that out. Head on over to Style by Stevie Daytime and check that out on YouTube. It is up. All of my interviews go up after, IGTV straight to YouTube, so you guys will be able to check out the full thing. So for you, did you always knew that you had a passion of getting into acting? And
Oh
there's
yeah.
obstacles and so many things that come into getting into the business. What piece of knowledge or advice would you give to people that are looking to get into acting? Because I mean, there's so many schools and programs and things out here that can help people that are looking to get into the arts.
Well, the biggest advice I could say is be ready for the cold water because
Mm,
it's not easy. It's a lot of up and downs, and it really tests your mental. It really tests your mental to see if you can keep walking that path. Because I mean, if you go into full time acting, which I do, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. At least the first part of it is going to be a struggle because you're trying to get out there, you're trying to get known, you're trying to prove that you can do And then you start taking roles that are so close together, you don't even have time to prepare for one, but maybe 2 days, and you got to deliver. So the goal is for your your opportunities to be a little bit more spread out, but a little bit better for you to that way you do have the financial backing to focus on them, you know. But it does take that work, so you have to be ready to put in a lot of work, a lot of work. Um, don't stop. It can be done. It really can. There is no such thing as can't. No such thing as can't. You know,
Eliminate that from your vocabulary. I agree 100%. Do you believe in manifestation? Because you always knew that, okay, I've worked with my mom. My mom has coached me in the beginning, you've mentioned. And now I'm here where I'm at. Everything that my mom taught me is full circle when you get on set. Do you ever have that moment when you're on set where it's just like, okay, wow, this is real. Everything that my mom was teaching me, getting into this is real.
absolutely. It is all about manifestation, intentional thoughts. You have to place your intentions, and you really, honestly, have to go for it. If you're really thinking about it, I say go for it. You've got nothing to lose but thinking about what if. What if is the worst thing you could ever say to yourself? What if I did it? You know, so manifestation, intentions being set is the most important thing. It starts from within first.
Absolutely. 100%. And you have 20 acting credits under your belt. I went through and I've done a little research on you. I've done my homework, and you've got some acting credits under your belt, sir. So let's go down the list here. Love is Not Enduring. These are projects that are coming out in 2023.
Yeah.
Empathy, Chris Ander, Imposter 2051, which is a short
All right.
2023. Enchantress,
Mhm.
140 minutes, a song for Imogene. And this one is the main one that gave you the head hit light highlight right here. And it's The Double Comes Dressed for Church 2. You've got
Yeah.
On 10, Scheme Queens, The Perfect Guy, Enzo, Avenged, Validations, Clockwork. I could go on and on. We'd be here all day, but you have so many acting credits under your belt. So for you, as an actor, I'm asking you this out of offset. How does it feel, and what character could you resonate with that you've portrayed the most? Because most of the people that I've interviewed, most of my guests that I've had on have some sort of a connection to the characters. And it's just like, did you realize this? Is this very scary for you? Or do you just go right into it?
Honestly, um, um, it's streaming right now on Tubi, by the way, Validations. I was able to relate a lot to that character,
Mm,
West, the character of West. Um, because I relate to the life of struggling with the feelings that you have of being loved or cared for and not really knowing how to love yourself.
mm,
And I can relate to that. And that was, on a relatable level, Validations was one of my favorite roles. And it's a series streaming right now. And I really could relate to that character very well.
absolutely.
Yeah. I relate to almost every character, at least on some level. I'm a method actor, so there's always some place in my heart that this character has meaning to, you know. And every one of them is a piece of art. Every character I've ever played, I would look at it as an art. This is my art. Um, I really look forward to the opportunities that are coming over the next year, where I have a lot more to dedicate to each character that I render. But it's all a piece of art to me, and everybody's story deserves to be told. That's why I look at it. I deserve, if I get the role, I deserve the opportunity to do justice to this person's story, even if they're something that somebody dreamt up or something based on something real. They're a story that somebody needed to tell, and I believe
Absolutely.
that it's a true honor to get a chance to tell that story.
And do people ever walk up to you and say, wow, they either hate the character or they love the character in some sort of way? Like actors literally have to go into it and make the character believable. And there's one actor that I interviewed, and he said he had to play like a villain type character. And he said when people went to see the screening, they were all coming up to him with bad reactions. It was mostly women, and they were like, "Ooh, I did not like your character." They was going in, and it's just like, okay, I need to separate the character from the person. For you, when you're on set, Have you ever had that happen where it's just like, okay, I'm no longer the character. I'm Daniel now.
Yeah, yeah, it does happen from time to time. And I mean, I've never really had that problem, but I can relate to trying to step out of the character.
Yeah.
Um, and there's some moments where I'll be like, I've had moments where it's my character, I'll be like, God, I hate my character right now. Like, some part of me is like, God, but then I have to feel where he's coming from to deliver it. So I can totally understand that. There's going to be those moments where you have a character that's like, but the thing you have to do at that point is you really just have to bring that to life. You have to bring that out of you. Sometimes you got to go to the darkest side of yourself to see those sparks, you know? But yes, that has happened where it's like, I actually have had moments on set where, because I get so far into character that you will lose their lines on a scene or will lose their focus because, like, I feel like he really wants to kill me right now. And I'm like, no, 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 no. But it's all part of what we do. It's all part of what we
Wow.
do.
So for
But
you,
we definitely do try to avoid the characters that people are going to hate you for.
oh yes. I like I said, I've had that happen where actors came on my platform and they said when they had the screening or premiere for the film, and people would literally walk up to them or curse them out, and it's just like, wait, wait, lady, I'm no longer the character, but the character was so believable that people hated it. So if you've done that, you've done your job, you've done the world a service. But again, it goes back to what you said, which is telling people's stories, because people watching the film or the project can sit back and have some sort of a connection to the character, whether it's the villain or whomever, or they might know someone who's done something similar. So yeah,
Like I said, if I'm playing the villain, my goal is by the end of the movie, you're rooting for the villain to win. You're just like, no, no, part of you at least wants him to win. Like, that's my goal, to make it relatable.
absolutely. So for this project, you've worked with Leland Benford, who we've had here on the show. Tell us what was that experience like working with Leland, because he's such a down to earth guy. Like I've had him here and we just chopped it up on directing and he gave advice to up and coming directors. It was an incredible interview. So what was it like working with Leland on this
Leland was
project?
amazing to work with. I love working with Leland. I've worked with him a couple times, smaller projects. This one was the biggest one we worked on together, in my personal opinion. I think Empathy is going to be phenomenal. Um, it was an honor to work with him. He's making waves. And he's actually a great director to work with. He's very relaxed. He's got a vision. He's good at finding a way to make his vision happen. He is truly an entrepreneur. He's truly um, he's truly setting a benchmark in the industry, in my opinion. And it was truly an honor to work with him.
And
I love to work with him. I look forward to working with him on future projects as well.
he's so down to earth. Like when I had him here, you could tell the passion, the ambition that he has. And I've seen some of the trailers and some of the shorts that you guys have been doing for this project. He played a detective or a cop in this film.
Yeah, Detective Richard. Um,
Okay.
yes, it was a great character to play. We have some good scenes coming for you, and it's a good movie. Um, like I said, it was an honor working with Leland. I truly love working with Leland. I think this movie is going to be great. I think Empathy is going to be phenomenal. I'm ready for it to come out already. Let's put it that way. I'm ready to see it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And someone, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm looking at the comments rolling in up top. Oh my goodness. People are asking for, all right, well, message me. People are asking for interviews and stuff already. I appreciate it. And speaking of interviews, when it was announced that we were coming on the platform, you had so many people that were excited. And I said, oh, wow. I said to myself as I was, getting prepared for shows this week, I said, okay, this guy's going to be a troublemaker in a good way. He's already the buzz that people are talking about. And is there
A
some,
little bit of trouble,
yeah. So is there
It's an
any
honor to be
other?
here. It really is. I just want to take another moment to thank you so much for having me. And, you know, it's an honor. It
It's a
really is.
pleasure to have you here. Like I said,
And,
let me see what the buzz is
and to
all about.
everyone tuning in right now, I love you.
Yes, because I see people are coming in. your supporters and they're coming to see you, how does it feel and how important is a support circle to you as an actor? Because I know with you traveling and being on set and everything, a lot of people, this pandemic going on, it's been difficult for a lot of people to be around their family members, their loved ones, their support system. But through the power of technology, it's amazing how we can connect with people. How
It
important is the support circle?
it's very important. There's a few people out there that show me a lot of love. I really, like I said, I'd love to take a moment to actually say thank you to somebody who's been very special and been an angel on my shoulder the entire time. I love you, Jake. Thank you. This one's for you. All right. He has been one of my biggest supporters and emotionally, mentally, and everything. Um, I have a few people in my circle. I don't have really much of a home life, if that makes sense. As an artist, it makes your home life suffer, and and travel. It's a pain because when you're a working actor in the early stages of your career, it's you have to keep going, so you really have no personal time. To be honest, you have no downtime, and it can be a struggle. It can be a real struggle, but there are a few people that are right there with you and cheering you on, and it means the world to me. I would like to take another moment and say thank you to a phenomenal artist I've worked with in the past, DJ Gonzalez from Fashion Force Studios. He is, once everything goes, he's like the best cover photo guy in the world. It was like phenomenal. I'll be posting that later. I finally wanted to give him a shout out. And of course, as Morgan Flower Child Jones, I would love to say thank you so much for being one of my mentors. Every time I feel like I'm stepping back and I need somebody to evaluate how I'm performing, she has every step of the way. It sets the bar higher for me. So I have to keep stepping it up. And eventually, I finally got it out of her like, that was perfect. And I was like, yeah, I'm there. So there's a few people, and I love everyone that's supporting me. I love everyone that's out there showing me love. And believe me, we got a ton of content. Chrysander drops in 2 months. Um, and there's a couple more things coming out. Empathy is one I'm really dying to see. And Enchantress is going to be phenomenal as well.
Yeah, so you have some projects coming out in 2023. Are you set? Are you excited? What's running through your mind?
Um, well, honestly, I'm excited about everything I have coming up. I have a few insane opportunities. I actually have a few auditions I have to do in the next couple of days, and I was picked for an opportunity to audition for a Star Wars spinoff, which is going to be phenomenal. I'm going. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm a big geek, so that's just me at heart. I'm a big Star Wars geek, so I mean, uh, but I have a couple other opportunities and The Resident and a couple of different things coming up. But I'm very, very excited going into 2023. But I'm very excited how I'm going to end 2022.
So you guys just have to stay tuned. And I am Brian Shea. Yeah, Brianna Shea. Brianna Shea? Yes, I am Brianna Shea. Thank you, my love. Welcome, Rich. Welcome if you're just coming in. We are here with Daniel, who is an amazing actor, already making headlines, but in a good way. So definitely stay tuned. He's going to explode. And before you know it, we'll see him alongside Dwayne The Rock Johnson, so many others. I can feel it.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
manifesting.
thank you. I'll take that. I'm looking forward to that. That's one of my greatest inspirations, honestly. But
And yeah, now, I was going to ask you that. Who are some of your favorite actors, and if you could collaborate with any, who would be your top three choices?
I would love to collaborate with Dwayne. I have followed his career since I was a child, looking up to him as The Rock in WWE. Yeah, I mean, he for us, he was an inspiration anyway because I mean he's done crazy things since the start. I know that he when he went into the Canadian Football League, he ended up coming home with $7 in his pocket, and that story has always meant something to me. That he just his back was against the wall. So that's how I like to look at it sometimes too. I like to remind myself that the wall's always there. The back's against the wall. There's only one way to go. Um, some of my greater inspirations are Christian Bale, Denzel Washington. I would love to put some work in with them. Jamie Foxx, phenomenal actor. I would love to knuck and buck with him. You know what I mean? And Joaquin Phoenix is. I prefer drama honestly over everything. That's my favorite genre.
Okay, okay,
Hmm.
definitely, definitely. And
Because
I was
drama
just
just
about
makes
to
it
say,
so real.
what is some of your favorite genres to work in film wise?
Well, action, of course, is always good because I do my own stunts on everything that I've done stunts in is me. I love action, romance. Love romance. I think the world needs a little bit more romance. You know what I mean? I mean, flowers, a little bit of drama, a little bit of tug and war. There's nothing wrong with a little romance. I think the world needs it. And of course, like I said, drama. Comedy is okay. I mean, I'm up and down about comedy. You know what I mean? It's fun, but you know, it's not my favorite genre. I would like to do it sometimes, but my favorites are drama, action, romances, um, psych thrillers. Love it all. I mean, I love the challenge. Give me a role, I'll take it and I'll kill it. Promise.
And I said this not too long ago on my show. I said actors have to have range, because you
Absolutely.
get in Hollywood, you get typecasted. You get known for one specific role or one specific film genre, and you have to be able to have range 100%.
Absolutely. I totally agree. I totally agree. I think that if a role is more challenging, I believe that this is my advice to every young actor, every new actor, and every upcoming actor, is that the role is challenging and you think that maybe you shouldn't take it. I say absolutely take the challenge. Do it. Only way you're going to grow is by putting yourself. Growth is uncomfortable, so take the challenge. Is all I can say. Any role that's ever been challenging to me, I've taken, and I love it. I live for it.
All right. All right, Fashion Dolls, it's time to get into our games here with Daniel. Daniel, you have an amazing spirit and the type of actor directors would love to work with, and that is from M. Head Filmmaker.
What was that?
Um,
Type of
M. Head,
actor.
yes.
Okay.
M. M. Head Filmmaker says, Daniel, you have an amazing spirit and the type of actor directors would love to work with.
Well, thank you. I'm glad. I'm easily directed, honestly. I love that. Thank you for that. That means so much to me. You have no idea. I love you for that. I believe that a good actor does what the director wants. A great actor has the potential to show the director what they want. And I like to do both. I'm easily directed, but thank you so much for that. That means so much.
How does that feel coming from other directors? Because again, in this business, reputation follows, and it's your reputation acting wise phenomenal. So many directors and filmmakers want to work with you. How does that feel?
It's amazing. And I want to work with them all. If they've got something they want to dream up, I like to take it from that paper and turn it from 2D into 3D, baby. Let's do it. Turn it from 2D into 3D. Let's make it real. Yeah, I would love the opportunities. Believe me. I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. So I'm truly honored to hear that.
We're going to get into our games, ladies and gentlemen, fashion dolls. For those of you who are new, who are just joining in, the second game is going to be called Turn the Tables, and Daniel's going to ask me some questions. So it's about to get a little spicy up in here. So he's going to dig all up and try to find out what he can about Miss Stevie, because, like I said, I'm a very private person, and that's for anyone, to get to know who Miss Stevie is, the hostess. So he's going to ask me passions, goals, whatever it is, and the Turn the Table segment. But the first one is we're going to do something called a rapid five. And Daniel has to tell me five things he can't live without. It can be in life, your favorite football team. It can be your favorite food. It can be your passions, goals. What top five things can Daniel live without or can't live without?
Ooh, that's a good one. Um, I'm gonna start off and be honest. The gym. I can't live without the gym. I'm a gym nut. I'm crazy about working out. So that's one. Sushi. Love it. Love it. I was like, it would be like the worst day in the world if that got taken away. Um, And music, music. I would die if we didn't have music. Music's my soul. I used to be a DJ for a long time, and I love music. It's my passion. One of my other passions, of course. Uh, Good writing, good poetry. Couldn't live without that. Could not live without poetry. You know. And to be honest, if they told me tomorrow you could never act again, that'd probably just destroy me. So that'd be number five.
All right,
That's my
Jasmine. That is his rapid five, his five things he can't live without. Now it's time to find out about the hostess, myself. So, for those of you who do not know, I created Style by Stevie, which is a platform for actors, entertainers, influencers to come and promote their projects as well as their brands in general. So, here you're going to get to know more about me, the hostess, for those of you who are new, who are just tuning in. And I'm going to pass it on down to Daniel. Daniel's going to get to asking as many questions as he would like. And this is a way for you guys to kind of get to know Miss Stevie and the woman that's the face of the platform, in other words.
absolutely.
So take it away.
I'd like to hit you with that rapid fire out of the game.
Okay,
Five
let's do it.
things.
Five things I can't live without. I'm big on family, so I would have to say family. Well, I put God first. So God first in everything that I do. And then family will be second. Number three, a good book. I love to read. I've always been that way since I was a young baby. I love to read. So I'm always in a book. Yes, I got teased for being a bookworm, always reading, always finding things out. I don't care what it was, whether it was the yellow pages or whatever. I would go and just read, and that's how I strengthened myself and give yourself knowledge. Start somewhere. So number four, I would have to say fashion. For those of you who know, because I'm always changing up my look each month, you don't get the same person. So I would have to say fashion, a nice outfit. Number five, I would have to say water. Stay hydrated. We need it, especially in these hot,
Yes.
hot, hot
Yeah.
times. So stay hydrated. That's my secret right there to being stress free. Lots of water, lots of rest. Make sure you're doing a lot of self care. That's important as well. So
Oh,
that would be my top five.
okay. I can relate to all that, to be honest with you. I used to love to read too. I still do. But when I have more time, I will. Um, what is your favorite type of music?
I love actually R&B. I love R&B, but I'm also jazzy as well too. I love jazz as well too.
Really?
Hmm.
I love jazz too. Love
Okay.
jazz too. Definitely. Okay, I can see that. That's what's up. Not a lot of people say that.
Yeah, like for me, I have a very eclectic ear for music. I love jazz. I love R&B. I love classical. I love pop. So it's different genres, and I just like to experiment them all.
Favorite 90s R&B song?
Ooh, my favorite '90s R&B song. It would have to be something from Mariah Carey. I would have to say "Melt Away" by Mariah Carey. That is my favorite from her. It's
Honey.
slow, it's sensual. Listen to it, you guys.
I love Honey. I'm Mariah Carey.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, we're vibing. We're vibing. I love that. I love that. Um, so what's your favorite genre movie? What do you like?
I love comedy. I love to have a good time. Like, believe it or not, some of the topics and stuff that we discuss here on the show and some of the interviews can, be tear jerkers. Like Monday's show, we had an actor on. Shout outs to Felix Perez. And we mentioned Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He actually was who's worked alongside Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So definitely
Oh,
check that interview out. Monday's interview was a powerful one, and it was, some people teared up in the audience listening to his story. So I love comedy, and here on my platform, I try to be lightweight with things. I try to make people laugh and have a good time. So my favorite genre would be comedy.
I can see that. Thanks. That's good. I like being lighthearted, and having a good time. I respect that. Um, So what are your goals and aspirations?
My goals and aspirations. I would love because people ask, would you have you ever thought about doing national television with this platform? I'd like to have my own network. I definitely would. You know, it's not enough women in daytime television. I mean, you've had Sally, you've had Oprah, you've had Ricky Lake back in the day, but and then the real ended after 8 seasons. So and the Wendy Williams show. So it's very few female talk show hosts. So I would love to have this platform and my network both at the same time. That would be one of my
Mhm.
long term goals. One of my goals originally was to be a fashion designer.
I can
So
see that.
I definitely see myself tapping into fashion. Definitely can see myself tapping into the world of beauty. Just so many different things that I love and that I know that other people will love as well too. So those are some of my goals and passions.
That's awesome. Hey, and you're going to get there because it's happening. It's happening right now. Just got to speak it into existence. Speak it into existence.
Okay.
So, what do
Go
you do
ahead.
in your spare time? What do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, when I'm not doing Style by Stevie, I am mostly being the nurse, the caretaker, the hairstylist. It's like I'm every woman. I have to wear every hat, balance it out with getting into this business is a lot of work, you guys. You have to balance family and you have to balance, the show persona and so many things. So when I'm not doing Style by Stevie, I'm helping out my mom. My mom has made me pick up the habit of doing a green thumb. So I've kind of gotten into gardening a little bit.
Nice.
Lots of reading in my spare time.
That's a
Always,
talent, gardening. That's a
yeah,
major talent.
and it's so therapeutic too. So relaxing. So when I'm not doing that, I am reinventing myself, thinking on new things, always sending and thinking of what look I could go for this week or what should I do with this segment or this segment. I'm always envisioning things and it's always good to think and sit and reflect or put your ideas on paper. Like I create vision boards in my spare time. I love to create. So and while I'm not doing the show, you guys can see it throughout my stories. And she always bully me, LOL, LMAO. I'm joking. I know that's my paternal. I don't. Um, but yeah, that's what I do outside of Style by Stevie's. Planning, reinventing. I love to be ahead of the trend, or ahead, as they would say, ahead of the gun.
I totally respect that. I totally respect that. Always taking steps. Always. Okay. Now I got a question that's really going to blow your mind. What's your sign?
Scorpio.
Good sign. Good
Yeah,
sign.
my
Good sign
mom
to
is
be.
a Libra. October 7th. Mine is the 31st. October 31st.
Oh, so y'all almost meet halfway, have a good time. That's what I'm talking
Mhm.
about. Scorpio's a good sign to be though. My cousin, one of my closest, is a Scorpio. So, you know,
Really interesting.
we're tight. We're like this.
Right. Right. So and yes, the most powerful out of the signs, like we're very outspoken and fearless in a way. We just say it and we go for it. So yeah.
Yeah. Yes, you do. That's a good thing to be.
All right.
Communication is the most important thing.
Absolutely. And without that, we wouldn't have anything, especially in these times with, this pandemic going on, being away from
Yeah.
family. I don't know where I would be without my phone or just being able to text or call my cousin or I call him my fraternal Island Yankee. We keep in touch outside of the platform. So I'm just thankful to be able to communicate with people outside of the show. So it's good.
So, what state are you from originally? I gotta know.
I am from South Carolina. I'm a Southern girl. And I know I don't sound like it. There's this stigma that, if you're from the South, you're supposed to talk a certain way or have like an accent. And I don't get that. I just don't get it.
Nah, no, absolutely not. I can totally understand that.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yes. My father is from New York. My mom born and raised down here in South Carolina. And the same for myself.
Very cool. New York, New York. Love it. Love New York. But South Carolina's beautiful. If you're out by the coast, oh, yeah.
Myrtle Beach and Charleston is
Charleston. I love the beach. So yeah.
me too. Right.
Hmm.
So, any more questions?
Hmm. No, no. I think you got me.
All right, fashion dolls. If we don't have any more questions, then we are going to wrap up the turn the table segment, and that is a way for you guys to get to know me, to break the ice. Because doing interviews can be nerve wracking. It's so funny when the shoe is on the other foot. I've been on platforms and I've been interviewed. Shout outs to my brother K Toops. I did an interview and he said we're just gonna just be natural. Is there anything you want to talk about? Things like that. But it was just we had so much fun. So
Oh
enjoyed that
yeah.
season. Thank you, Emma.
And I want to thank everybody for tuning in and keep loving it, keep living it, keep doing it. We love you. Yeah, we do it for you. We do it for you.
And I appreciate that. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this platform because I wanted people to have an escape and a getaway from everything that's going on in the world, just temporary, where it's just like, okay, she's on. I know I can just kind of take a deep breather. And I call it the Dollhouse for a reason. It's a safe space. What happens in here stays in here. You pour yourself a
Absolutely.
glass of wine, a champagne, or whatever. You sit back, relax, and we talk and just shout outs to JL Allison. Chopping. She said something about chopping for hours, just talking and chopping it up for hours. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I enjoyed being here. I enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll have me again. And it was truly an honor. Thank you. Really, thank
Definitely,
you so much.
definitely, definitely we'll be having you back on soon.
Like I said, I've got a couple more projects there. By the way, the IMDb to 20, it's actually 26. They just haven't gone on there yet. But
Okay. Oh,
yeah, yeah, they take their time. Trust me. Trust me. But nothing takes more time than actually getting the material, though. I promise you that. I promise you that. We're sitting there waiting out, like, come on. But no, it really was an honor. Thank you for having me, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I want to thank one more time the people that have supported me in my life. I want to thank you, Jake. I want to thank one of my mentors, Morgan Flowerchild Jones. She's a phenomenal acting coach, but she's also somebody that you can sit down and actually just ask for her honest opinion. She's gonna hit you blunt. I want to thank my mother. You know, this is Daniel Charles Desverges saying he loves you all, and thank you.
I was about to get on you. I said, I know mama is somewhere watching and punching the phone screen like, boy, don't you?
Oh no, she's always right there. You know,
Yes.
she actually. Oh, a little note about her. She actually was in Broadway when she was young. So, she was a strict acting coach. Trust me. It was like,
So
no, you have to do it better. You have to do this better. I get that all the time. Like,
I was going to ask you, you mentioned Broadway about your mom. Could you see yourself doing Broadway? Because it's a completely different experience than, well, you're on set, but you're not on set. You're on stage and
yeah,
it's live. Like if you do anything, if you mess up anything, the audience will pick up on it. So the key trick is to
absolutely,
not show. It has to be perfect.
absolutely. Yes, I actually would, but oof, when you're doing on stage, the preparation is so rigorous for stage performance. It's different. It's different between film and stage. A lot of people prefer stage over film. I prefer film, but I have done stage before. I've never done Broadway, but I've done stage. I can't sing though. Don't ask me to sing. I can't do it. Only time you'll catch me sing is in karaoke. And it's terrible.
Okay, all right, fashion dolls. So let everyone know where they can follow you. And shout outs to M Head. M Head says, stay hungry and humble. You have a bright future. And he does.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I'm always staying hungry. Thank you so much. You can follow me at Daniel Charles Diverge on Instagram. You can follow me. Not Desverges, it's Diverge. It's
Okay.
well, it's a little Latin flavor in there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
But please definitely follow me, reach out, and keep tuning in. Tons of content coming y'all's way. Trust me. It's only gonna get bigger and better, baby.
And I definitely would love to have you back on in the future. I had such a great time.
I did too. I did too. Look
All
forward to
right,
it.
ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our interview. No show tomorrow. However, we will be back Thursday, and you guys are getting 3 interviews. Well, Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Friday. I'm sorry. Friday, we have 3 interviews back to back 2, 3, and 4. So make sure you guys tune in Friday. So you guys are going to be getting some content. Make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe to Style by Stevie Daytime on YouTube. I love you all, and it was such a pleasure having you here in the Dollhouse. Day.
We love you,
Thank you so much.
and thank you for having me.
Always. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. We love you all, and this interview will be up in case you missed it, so you'll be able to catch the replay. You guys take care, and I will see y'all Friday. Take care, everyone.
Make sure y'all tune in for that. All right.